Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams, but there is no doubt that this remains one of the hottest tickets around. It has the history, it has the hype, and it has always provided high entertainment. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
Number 1.
Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there've been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
There's the whistle. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think that I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Hernandez. Valverde. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Shaw. Valverde. Mbappe. There's the header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. It's a goal kick. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Ugarte. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Mbappe! Diogo Dalot. To Bruno Fernandes. And Maguire. Shaw. Yamal. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Well, there's the clearance. That'll be a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. Valverde. And Hernandez. Passing nice and neat. De Ligt. Ugarte. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Casemiro.
Might want to be careful there.
Referee has just said play on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely measured pass. Brilliantly cut out. Yamal. For Valverde. Haaland. He could be in here. Valverde. Climbs up big.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Yamal. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And a header! Lisandro Martinez tries to clear. Yamal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Ligt clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Caicedo. Half-time getting close now. Valverde. And Hernandez. Caicedo. Oh, that's neat. Casemiro. To Bruno Fernandes. Højlund proves just a little bit too strong. Alexander-Arnold, and the first half is done. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
So it's been even so far.
The midway point of the game.
Arsenal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think...
And he's let fly! Maguire. Ugarte.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And Van Nistelrooy! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Garnacho can get it clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And here's Haaland. Great hit! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
The message is clear, none shall pass. And the shot's on here. Højlund! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Højlund deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Alexander-Arnold.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now Mbappe. So the team separated just by the one goal which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. And here's Yamal. Valverde. Can he put it away? It's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yamal. Arsenal have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And he welcomes it in. Oh, just... He's had a hit! Yes! And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 64 minutes is number 19, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mount. And it's Shaw. And no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Fernandes delivers.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And he's straight offside. Valverde. Hernandez. And Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide.
Well played and well cleared.
Mbappe. He's in space and looking for options. For Valverde. Mount, and that has left him in a heap. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Half an hour gone in the second half. Diogo Dalot. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, what a climb! And again! That has been knocked clear. Mbappe, well read, and the danger is averted. That is good alertness. Caicedo. Nice bit of trickery. That'll be a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. That is a brilliant interception. Mount. And it's Casemiro. Haaland. Mount. Great defending, strong and determined. Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. Yamal. And that's not going to reach. Mount. And he's had it nicked away. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold looking to get on the end of this.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And Hernandez. Van Nistelrooy. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mount. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Mount. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Alexander-Arnold taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Arsenal really were great today.